I remember when we first discussed the thought of my spending time with you, mentoring and just sharing our lives together.
The time
we probably go back in that particular area, maybe 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
And you would come over to the house and we'd meet in my study. And I remember just talking with you, thinking, not knowing anything about where we are today.
Right.
And it was the most natural flow of conversation between us. People may have the idea that we sit around quoting verses to each other, and it isn't like that.
No.
It's sharing life.
Yeah.
It's going over things that concern us, thrill us, make us excited, give us a reason to look forward to what lies ahead. And I remember saying to Cynthia after one of our early sessions, I just love the guy. You're easy to love because you're just what you are.
I agree. I've loved the natural way our relationship has unfolded.
Yeah. Isn't that good?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
We have prayed as elders that this is a very unique way of expanding, moving into a new chapter, as we often call it around here. You and I remember, talked at length about the model of Moses and Joshua.
Yeah.
Which is a beautiful pattern to follow.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, and Elijah and Elisha,
yes.
we talked about as well.
Right,
and Paul and Timothy,
yes.
they were friends and ministry colleagues.
Yep.
For a beautiful season together.
Yeah.
And I love that we're getting to do that.
I do too.
That we're getting to be alongside of one another,
yeah.
Not just in the privacy of our homes and in your study,
right.
But now including a broader family into that. Certainly it's a blessing for me to be able to minister alongside of you. God was at work long before we knew.
Yes.
He was at work.
Yeah.
In our relationship.
Isn't that good?
And had plans in mind that were not revealed to us when we were walking together,
right.
Until at some point in the walk together, right. With him. And what I love is that we came to find out that was also what God was doing in the hearts of the elders of the church.
Yeah.
Unbeknown to me and to you,
yeah.
God was at work with them,
yes.
As a group, leading them, and then they came to let you know of their interest in us, not knowing that you and I were walking together so intimately, and
exactly.
And so God leading the way in different areas and different circles of God's people has been so affirming that His hand is involved in this next step, however long it may be.
Yeah.
I believe one of the beautiful things about what God is doing in this next step in Stonebriar's life is that here we have the founding pastor being able to continue to preach as long as the Lord will have him preach, and you knowing full well that I can have a season as senior pastor taking responsibility for the staff and caring for them, and then the ministry direction of the church at large. It's a perfect little season where we can work together with sort of separate responsibilities, but because of our relationship, be able to do it without competition or without frustration. It just is natural. And that's what I love. I don't know if I could do it with somebody else.
I don't.
And I don't think
it's
you
very
could do
rare.
it with somebody else either. It's beautiful.
It's very rare. Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned the matter of competition. I've never once felt that, and I don't think you felt it.
No.
We're in the same family. We're working on the same team. We're serving the same Lord.
Yeah.
We've got the same ideals and goals in mind. Our purpose is to glorify our God. I feel the freedom to be me. I hope you feel full freedom to be you. And that works its way toward the most natural and truly spiritual future
Yeah.
and health for a church.
Yeah, I love that too. Stonebriar, one of the things that has impressed me over the years as you've had me in quite regularly has been their love for the Word of God. You love the Word of God, I love the Word of God, but they really love the Word of God.
They do.
And that is so attractive in a congregation. They you know, we talk about expository preaching, but I love that they're expository listeners, right? That's a phrase that's thrown around a little bit, but I love that. They come ready to hear from God.
That's right.
Not to be entertained, but because they want to hear God speak into their lives and what that means for them that week. And that's attractive to me. But I've also loved seeing their kindness toward my family and I, their hospitality, their generosity, you know.
It's a marvelous
It's
group of
attractive.
people.
Yeah, it's my kind of people. If you're like that, then I want to be around you. That feeds me. That's contagious to me. Yeah. It's Christ-like. And I love what has developed here as you've led these people of God for the last 25 years. It's spiritual, and it's a beautiful legacy that I believe will continue into the future.
I pray that for you and for me, that we would never take any of what God has done for us or through us for granted. We hold it, as Corrie ten Boom taught me, hold it all loosely. Hold it loosely. And that is what you will do. I know you will. I have utmost confidence that you'll not drift from that.
Well, that's my desire too.
God will use you in a way that pleases Him and honors His word and equips a flock. That's God's work at its best. Yeah.
Well, thank you for
both
words.
of us.
Yeah.